With now the release of the final Phase 3 movie Spider-Man Far From Home and Phase 4 now revealed for a while now, I thought it'd be fun to go back and rank all 11 of Phase 3 movies. And yes, disclaimer, this is only ranking in Phase 3 movies, so don't anyone go, where's Iron Man? Only Phase 3 movies today. So maybe one day I can go back and rank all of them. Anyways, on to the ranking. And let me know your ranking down below. We all have our own opinions, so let me know. Anyways, let's get started. Last place, number 11, goes to Captain Marvel. This is a pretty enjoyable film, but also it has many problems. It is fun in parts with fish out of water and sci-fi and investigation stuff, and pretty good side characters. But then we get to some problems I mentioned. Like, for one thing, you have a problem when the side characters are more interesting than the main character, Carol. Captain Marvel, for herself, could have used more development instead of just lady doesn't remember how in past and then gets super overpowered. And also, some things later in the movie end up ruining the previous movie continuity. But yeah, not a terrible movie. In fact, it is very enjoyable. It just could have used a little more work. Number 10. Unpopular opinion alert. Unpopular opinion alert here. Unpopular opinion alert. You've been warned. Number 10. If I'm honest, Spider-Man Far From Home. Yeah, now I know. A lot of you loved this one, but I just wasn't the biggest fan. Okay, some positives. Peter Parker is better here, more relatable, and European setting is neato. But where to get issue here is that there are certain high school side plot that I thought which is dumb, and some twists later in the story, some worked, and some just did not work and were a bit confusing. And I think I might have a little bit of a villain and problem here. Yes, I said it. And also the movie was just a little bit too slow at a few parts, in my opinion. So yes, I might be getting a little bit of heat for this, but I just didn't like everything they did in this movie and think they could have done a few things better. Hey, for a lot of you it worked, so that's great. Number 9, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. Now, to be fair, I do need to re-watch it, but I actually do enjoy this one at times. It has some very fun moments and good to see the characters again after the first film. And Yondu is actually really good, really improving his character from the first. And I love Baby Groot. He's really what makes the film for me. My problems come in later in the film when I think it can really slow down a bit. And Ego, like Far From Home, has some villain problems, and some of the things with him are kind of messed up. Have that suddenly in a fun space movie? Yeah, yikes. But besides that, still fun one to watch once in a while. Number 8, Black Panther. This is definitely one of the more unique MCU movies, and the world of Wakanda is definitely visually amazing, and it's really great to see that and the culture. And we also have two really great villains here. One is really over the top, and one is a bit more serious and personal. Same can go with the side characters. It has some very fun side characters here. The movie just gets a little bit slow in the beginning and the middle, but overall, pretty solid flick. Number 7, Doctor Strange. I actually feel like this one is real underrated. Love the insane visuals and the character arc of Doctor Strange himself goes through, and of course, that infamous final battle.
Dormammu, I've come to bargain. Dormammu, I've come to bargain.
Dormammu, I come to bargain. Yeah!
Anyway, but yeah, I enjoyed this one. And coming at number 6, Ant-Man and the Wasp. This is where my friend Fluffy cheers. Some say that this one is kind of average. I disagree. It's a small solo adventure, and I think it's fun as that. And simple story, but works. And Wasp is a good new character. Well, okay, she was in the first Ant-Man, but you know what I mean. And Ghost is a good sort of villain, because she almost isn't. She's just desperate. And where the jokes come in, some are hilarious, and then some are hit or miss, kind of like the other movies here. And some of the actual baddies are fun, but not great, though. But still, such a fun ride, and it did not deserve to be compared to Infinity War at the time. Seriously, what was up with that? And finally, starting the top 5, number 5, Captain America Civil War. This is the first movie of the phase, and is probably one of the most well-made of this phase. And the Russo brothers, as always, as we'll get into more later, always do a great job with direction in the action, and it's probably one of the versus movies that actually work, and you can understand both sides, and of course, introducing new characters in Black Panther and Spider-Man. I also like that this is a movie that started the more realistic perspective on things. The weird thing here is that I definitely acknowledge that it's good, it's just one I don't find myself rewatching as much. Like, it's some of these other movies that I just mentioned before this, I actually find myself rewatching more. But this is still a great one, though. Definitely started some great story arcs for the rest of the phase. And number 4, Thor Rag. No Rock. I remember this being the one MCU movie of that year that I was least interested in, but then I watched it later before Infinity War, and man, this movie was a blast. Just it's a fun adventure with Thor and some crazy planets and fun characters. And I think this is the movie that really helped to boost his popularity. This and Infinity War. Now, some may say that this movie might have too much humor undercutting, which then again, this movie is supposed to be have a more fun and humorous tone. But yeah, I can still see that. Like, you still could have had a lot more serious moments to be mixed in with the humorous moments. But still, such a great fun time. Number 3, Spider-Man: Homecoming. This one I might have a little bit more of a soft spot for because it was my first MCU film that I got really hyped for. It's on the theaters, so I have fond memories factor. But it's also a pretty Spider-Man movie, and Tom Holland does a good job toning the right line for the character, among great villain side characters and the high school 80s vibe tone to get things more fresh. Yeah, it can be slow at times, and sometimes Spider-Man can get a little too techy, but still kind of fun and cool. And the final battle isn't the best, but I don't know. I might just be biased on this one though. Don't have too much to say. I do enjoy this one a bit as a Spider-Man fan. And coming in number 1, wait, what? Number 1, Avengers: Infinity War and Avengers: Endgame. It's a tie. I know, very twisty. There's a twist for you. Now, okay, maybe it might just be lazy of me to put both at number 1, but I really think at the same time they both kind of go together. I mean, they're literally both part 1 and 2 of each other. I mean, you could just watch Infinity War, but you can also watch both and get a lot more bigger overall story. Especially if you've seen the previous films. With the two movies, you can kind of get the different things you would want. Avengers: Infinity War is action spectacle that you would want, but Avengers: Endgame has more of the character moments and proper conclusion that you would want. With Infinity War and Endgame together, though, you get to see the heroes lose and struggle and then try to take back. Once it ends so well in a good, emotional, satisfying way. That might be a bit cheeky of me, but both Avengers: Infinity War and Avengers: Endgame come in at number 1 for me. And that's my ranking of all the Marvel Phase 3 movies. I hope you enjoyed it. I definitely had to have fun trying this out. And again, leave your own ranking down below and let me know what you thought of my ranking. Did you agree, disagree with some of my picks? I think I can see some diversity in some of my picks here. And if you enjoyed the video, give it a like, and be sure to subscribe for future content. I do have some more in the works, so stay tuned. And thanks to all who have subscribed and supported already. Anyways, again, thank you for watching, and see you in the next one. Love 3000.